Hello, my beautiful Vibe Tribers. Welcome to your Mystic Affirmations for the weekend energy from Friday to Sunday, September 24th to September 26th of 2021. Again, here we are in our relentlessly optimistic, absolutely positively positive reading as we muster ourselves once again to bring ourselves back into focus, leaving all the past behind us and starting from right here, this moment, bringing our highest frequency into being, using the law of divine compensation, the law of attraction, and the ability to manifest your best possible life. With that being said, if you'd like a private reading, I have many services you can choose from. If you go to royalmystic.com, you'll be able to see the different things that I offer. And once you schedule your appointment, I'll be more than happy to assist you. So, without any further delay, we have the Knight of Wands and the Hermit. The Knight of Wands is action. This is the energy of either something coming to you, ready to be taken seriously and let's go with it, or some action you're taking on your own, initiating. It is the very fast-moving energy of the Knight of Wands. Then we have the Hermit, and the Hermit is the energy of introspection and self-reflection, allowing yourself to look at some of the things that you may have taken as absolutes and truths from. Sometimes we hold these opinions since childhood and we never revisit them, we just carry them forward. So if you're trying to manifest and you find yourself kind of held up in some way, look at what that might be, and how you're looking at it, or what your opinions might be that actually stop the flow. So I'm going to give you an example of mine, and I do this because I don't want to think anybody is, I'm not talking about anybody but me here on this particular point. I had a debt that was from a car wreck that the car insurance company was supposed to have covered because I had gap insurance. I was carrying this debt believing that it wasn't my responsibility. However, the car insurance company is claiming that no one filed any paperwork from the car owner people, the people who sold me the car, and so it turned into a mess. Still, my case is open, and I had this really strong feeling that I needed to pay this debt so that I could move past this energy and so that the settlement of the whole case would start to move forward. If I had put the energy of resisting the debt, I believe that the case would continue and not be settled. This is my belief, and this is one of the things that I had to change in order to get past that stumbling block of that debt. Now, I did negotiate it for less than what they were trying to get me to pay. However, I feel better now that it is no longer going to show up on any of my paperwork, and I can leave it behind me, because the last thing I want to do is think about that whole day and that whole incident. So that's my example for you. We have to go back and look. Yes, it is true. I had the insurance that should have covered it. I'll have to deal with that in another time or leave it alone. It's not that big, it wasn't a huge amount of money, but it was really making a ding for my life. So there's the example. Reconfigure what you're resisting. It doesn't mean that you're wrong. It just means we have to look at things a different way. That's all that is. So I'm offering that out there, telling you my personal business, just so that you can understand what I mean by reconfiguring what you're thinking. Because it's not about being right or wrong. It's about releasing something that you're holding as a barrier. Here we go. Thank you, angels, archangels, divine, pure, white light. Divine Spirit. That's the perfect card. Divine Spirit, Spirit Guides, Gods and Goddesses. Thank you so much for being present here to allow everyone to have the information they seek, to assist them in remaining on their highest possible spiritual path. We thank you so much, Divine, for these blessings and beautiful messages, and we receive them in the love and light for which they are intended. We thank you for this divine guidance as always, And we welcome this blessed energy. Thank you so much, Divine. You are always welcome and very appreciated. Thank you so much for your presence here. So that Death card is the perfect, that was exactly what I'm talking about. Incineration of the old negative memory, the old negative event, literally clearing and purging it. That's what the Death card is all about, the cosmic garbage man. Coming to clear the slate and give you a fresh new start. And that's what you want to do, is take anything that's blocking your energy forward, any negative experience, any old memory, anything blocking. You want to think about how else you can see it or do it differently so that you can get past it. And sometimes it means making amends or telling someone you're sorry, or, you know, that kind of thing too. It's not always a physical thing or a money thing. So we have the Five of Cups, and this is that moment where we're going to get past something that's causing us some grief. I see it both ways, and once you do, you got the Nine of Cups. So these three cups, you see how they're cups on the ground, but you see they look like they might be wine glasses, but there's no stem. It looks like the flame on candles, doesn't it? 3 candles. The red ones are the 3 candles, and you've got the 2 new ones that are lighting your way forward. These 3 have already been lit and have served you and are now in a place of being used and done, and you're going to go past them. And now we have the 2 new ones that are bringing in the light to your new motion forward. So as the sun sets on these and their golden light is sinking down, they are now, the experience of them are now lighting your way forward to carry these 2 cups into the unknown, or to the part that hasn't been enlightened yet. This is the future that you don't exactly know what's in front of you. This is where we're manifesting. This is the open void for you to manifest your next best possible thing. So, Five of Cups is releasing what's been spilled, what's, you know, spilled milk, let it go. It's no longer serving you. Take your 2 new cups and go into your future. That way you can dictate a new beginning. Attitude. I attract success and positive people into my life with my positive attitude. It's important to look at things from the positive flow, because whatever energy you're sending out is returning back to you tenfold. So keep your attitude positive. Say, you know, attitude of gratitude is always a welcome thing too. That's a positive. Anytime you're being thankful and grateful, it's like they can hear me. Hello, gratitude. I am grateful for and appreciate all the abundance I have in my life today. Absolutely. There you go. The attitude of gratitude is absolutely coming out here in this reading. So being in a place of being grateful for your abundance, and that's all you have to say. You don't have to name it off. Just be grateful. Thank you, universe. I am so happy and grateful for this abundant, best life that I'm living now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Be in that energy of speaking it as though it is. Whatever you want in your life, speak it as though you already have it in the best possible way, with gratitude. And trust. Just because you don't see it right before your human eyes doesn't mean there's not a great big old guardian angel and a wonderful energy of divine working behind the scenes. She can't see them, but that doesn't mean it's not there. So trust your higher self, trust divine, and tell them, I trust your guidance. I know that you are guiding me to my highest good. It is that energy, speaking it out and affirming it and simply listening. They know when you're listening and when you're not. They know when you're resisting. Third eye chakra. The frequency of the third eye chakra, the indigo flower of life, supports our intuition and our inner knowing, our imagination, and our psychic powers. The third eye is the lens which we see into the realm of the unseen, on the other side of the veil. And the stronger you get at using it, the more often that you allow yourself to participate in that, the stronger your vision becomes. It is my mind that creates my experiences. I am unlimited in my own ability to create the good in my life. That is so important to know. It is your mind that is using the creative energy to draw things toward you. I now go beyond other people's fears and limitations. This is very important. The people who love you aren't always trying to be negative. They are in some ways trying to protect you and are fearful of something happening to you. But their fear doesn't have to be your fear. Their fear is from a lack of understanding. So that's what this is all about, is not letting their limitations and their fears stop you from going forward. Your path is your own, not theirs. And they can tell you about experiences, but still don't let that, you use it as a good to know thing, but not to stop you in your tracks thing. It is my mind that creates my experiences. I am unlimited in my own ability to create the good in my life. And this is so true. I now go beyond other people's fears and limitations. Let's see what else we have here. I trust my inner wisdom. As I go about my daily affairs, I listen to my own guidance. My intuition is always on my side. I trust it to be there at all times. I am safe. I trust my inner wisdom. As I go about my daily affairs, I listen to my own guidance. My intuition is always on my side. I trust it to be there at all times. I am safe. What a blessed energy. Okay, let's see what we've got. Remember, 5 is the number for change. And where you've used up these 3, or they're no longer going to be your future, that's the past. The sun is setting on the past. And here's the 2 that have been given. These were given before you even asked. So the universe is already giving you what you need before it, because it knows what you need. Just because you don't know where you're going doesn't mean the universe doesn't. Stand your ground, 7 of Wands. Don't give in, don't settle. Don't let anybody talk you out of your divine path. Believe me, 4 or 5 years ago when I said I was going to do something like this, you can imagine some of the people were very resistant, because I worked at a specific career in my life. So when you've worked for something so long and then you change so drastically to do something like this, people don't get it. But guess what? It's not for them to get. You have to be in your own, you have to be able to stand in your power and know when something is your calling, you can't be sidetracked or talked out of it. The Hierophant. So in this instance, this may be something that is not accepting a job paying less than you deserve, or not accepting a job that is a lower qualifying job for you. Make sure that you allow yourself to go for all that you are capable of, and don't let yourself be afraid, because this is the Hierophant coming in. It's the Taurus Major Arcana, but it means being accepted or granted admission. So this is being welcomed into the new employment or whatever you've applied for. It could be an application to a university or any kind of financial dealing, and it's coming in quick as a wink. So this is literally a lightning strike. The Knight of Swords is coming in very fast. So whatever defeat you were feeling here, hang in there, because the victory is coming and you are safe. Follow your guidance. Allow yourself to stay in a positive attitude of gratitude. Allow yourself to be open to the intuition coming in, and trust the universe and trust your inner voice. Your inner voice will never steer you wrong and never lie to you. When you know that you know that you know, and you have this calm stillness about that knowing, you're on track. You can trust that. Because when it's Spirit talking to you, you feel at ease, you feel safe and at peace, and you know you're doing the right thing. It resonates within you. Many blessings, my dear friends. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.